So here you go. We need 500 grams of ground beef and another 300 to 500 fresh shrimp. That's up to you to adding more if you like. Hi, Mawada. How are you? How are you today? And another 500 pork belly or the pork meat. But okay, when my family, Henry doesn't like fat, doesn't like skin, so I choose this kind of meat. But I mean, pork belly is the best, yeah. So with this pork, we will cut for this side of meat for the barbecue, yeah. So Mr. Dai will help me to cut this now. So again, don't forget about the carrots. We have 150 grams of carrots, another 200 grams to 300 grams of taro, and mushroom. So in mushroom, in this mushroom, we call the ear mushroom in Vietnamese. We call it nấm mèo. But here you can find or you can buy this mushroom in Chinese shop, supermercado chain, or you can use any other mushroom that you can find from Macarona or in continent. Yeah, we have away. We have lemongrass, salad. We have onion. We have garlic and spring onion. Okay. Good. Mawara, you good? Thanks for coming online. And I hope you are cooking with me today. So, and of course, other ingredient we can have salt, chicken powder, and oyster sauce. So this oyster sauce is really nice. We can find it in supermercado chain. And the oyster sauce that you can see that really common that people can use in Chinese or Vietnamese can use this for our ingredient in cooking. And never forget our magic sauce, nước mắm, fish sauce, yeah. So for this dishes, especially, we cannot forget this thing. So this is spring roll pantry. In Vietnam, we have two different kind, or maybe many different kind of pantry. But here we have two different kind of pantry. One we call the spring roll pantry for this version, and another one we also can use rice paper. Yeah. So we will try two different ones today. Yeah. The reason I use this is today I found this is a really nice, easy, creative crispiness, and easy for you guys to roll. Yeah. So let's start, guys. If you can see me well, any problem, please let me know. Hello, Eva. Are you cooking today? I think the internet today have a little problem. So the transform from the Streamlabs to the YouTube get a little bit longer. So please bear with me. And if you have any problem, if you found any problem in technical thing, please let me know. Yeah. Hello, Eva. How are you? So first of all, we will prepare the filling for the spring roll. For the filling of the spring roll, we use 500 grams of meat or meat, ground meat. And we have shrimp. But for this shrimp, we also need to ground like the ground meat, make them small. So we have carrots. You can put all the carrots in. So the carrots we can cut to small. You can ground them. You can cut this like this. For me, I think cut this at this shape is easy for us to roll and easy is to deep fry. And taro. We ground them in the machine like this. Yeah. Yeah. So anybody is repair? Anybody cooking with me today? I really case you know that the holidays and we are locked down. So I'm not sure that you guys still here or you go to on a long holiday. So it's will be online with me today. I believe will be a less number of people, but you know always Isabel. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you for online with me. And I know this holiday mood. So I hope you can prepare some Vietnamese food and share among your family. So you can see we put everything in the same bowl. We can another hand another side Mr. Dai is trying to cutting some onion and grind the onion for me. Let's show you a little bit about the filling we can use. In Vietnam, we can use sometimes you can use taro, but here sometimes we have taro, sometimes we not. So in the ingredient list that I also mentioned, you can use also potato, yeah, to replace the taro. We can use carrots, potato. We can use. Sometimes you can see that people can use the bean brush, the green bean, yeah. So you can add in the filling that you can add in any vegetable that you like. But one thing that you need notice that for the spring roll, we need the filling uh, dry, not too sweat. Because when you draw the pan, you can sweat the pantry and let create the less crispiness for the spring roll. So please note that everything, every ingredient you use must be dry. Yeah, you can cut it early and leave it to be really, really dry. Okay. Người ta cũng Now you can hear the noise on the other side that we are grinding using the. So this is the onion, garlic, and salad. Yeah, we can grind it more and put it in here. Cắt hành lá này. So we keep half of it for the barbecue meat. Yeah. So anybody come late and later will please let me know what parts are you coming and anything that you miss. I will try to explain again. Isabel, you repair everything today, or you cook today, or cook later? Oh, the onion spicy. For this meat, for this dishes, you can hear a lot of noise for grinding. You also can hear a lot of cutting. So ui chết, cái này cắt mình nghĩ cho em hành lá thì xay sao được? So the spring onion, actually you have to cut them in small and yeah, put everything inside. Yeah. So, mình thì xay miếng thì được. Làm cho cắt lá. Rồi. So, what else to put in here? And also mushroom. We fry it small. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to in the small town. There's some it's, ingredient that really difficult to find, especially some Vietnamese ingredient. You're not that is not available here. I understand. No problem, my dear. Um, you can follow, and if you have any question, just let me know. I will explain, and then you can go back to the link again anytime that you can watch this video that was I was edit a bit. Yeah. So so the last thing we put in is the noodle. How did you call this noodle? I never can pronounce it. In Vietnamese, we call bún tàu. So the reason we put it dry in here because this noodle will absorb the water in the filling and yes, to help absorb all the water on the other ingredient and the other thing. So we put it, much as you can, much as you like, 100 grams. or 150 gram. Depend on how you prepare the filling. When you mix it up, you see if it's still wet, still a little bit watery. You can also adding more noodle. Yeah. So now the last thing we put ingredient chicken powder. We can have one tablespoon of chicken powder. Yeah, because I use very small spoon, so I put about 3. Put a little bit salt. We put a little bit. We put the sugar in it. Two teaspoons. Yeah. And now we're adding pepper. Cái này nó to quá không phải nhiều. Now I just feel a lot, so I getting more garlic, a little bit more garlic up there. Hello, can you hear? Hello, Isabel? Yes, no problem. You're welcome. Thank you for always supporting me, watching my channel. So now we mix it up with my magic cloth. So we have to mix it up nicely and lấy thêm một cái bao tay. So you can see it's a lot of ingredients, but my filling is not wet. It's really dry, and it's really hot to have a nice filling for the slim roll. Chú thêm dịch này cái thao chị. I mean, if you want to eat more meat or some, if you like some more veggie, you also reduce the meat and you get adding more veggie. You can adding potato, yeah, and bean if you like. Or some people can also adding tofu. So if you want to create the veggie version, you also can adding tofu, vegetable, and noodle. So you don't need to add meat on it. So you see now all the filling is mixed up so nicely, and it's not very dry. It's not very wet. Sorry, it's super dry. So it's easy. It's good for us to roll later. You can see here, I put a lot of taro, a lot of carrots. Because I like more veggie on my version. Con thơm đâu rồi ta? Cái tổ. for this cloth is not very make the dye. So this is today is the first day to join me. As you may know that all the restaurant is closed now. I really pray and really hope that they can open next week and for all the business go back to normal. So anybody have questions? Anyone? Everything clear? And the sound is okay this time? So So let the feeling for the spring roll a little bit set. Now the next step, we will also observe, mix up the hot meat for barbecue. I always prepare a little bit more than what I in our ingredient list because my family we have 4 members. Sometimes we have friends, so there's I always prepare a little bit more. So for this barbecue meat, that we of course we need the onion. So we put onion. Yeah. So we put the rest in. Yeah. For this barbecue meat today, I'm adding lemongrass in it because in Vietnam when we do barbecue meat, we adding lemongrass, and the version with lemongrass is beautiful, nicely, and with the lemongrass aroma, it make the meat more tasty. So we put another 1 tablespoon of chicken powder. Half a spoon of salt. Okay. Again, I mentioned before, I will use the pink salt here. The Himalaya salt is not too salty, and it's really easy for us. For me, it's healthy and also easy for us to use when we cook. It's you know, sometimes accidentally we put too much salt, and this salt is okay, easy to fix. So here the garlic, sorry, the lemongrass. Again, this lemongrass you can find in macro. You can buy sometime in continent, in the bio shelter, and don't forget a little bit of pepper. For this, we need oyster sauce. This oyster sauce, for half a kilo of meat, you can put about 2 tablespoons of the oyster sauce. You can put a little bit fish salt. It's about 1 tablespoon. And to make the color of the barbecue meat, we can add in a little bit sesame oils or the what is that? How could I? You can put satay oil. And sesame, if you have sesame in your kitchen, adding some, okay? Okay. So now everything we mix it up. So all this meat and filling, we can mix it up and observe it for the next 15 minutes. I mean, if you have time, you can leave a little bit longer because I'm live stream and I don't want to waste everybody's time so long for waiting. So I will leave it about 15 minutes and yeah, and then we can put in the barbecue oven or uh, air fryer. If you have an air fryer at home, you can use that air fryer for this barbecue meat. Oh, it's super good because air fryer you don't need to use more oil. Fire is quite healthy to use that machine and really efficient. See, so mix the meat up nicely. The smell of the sesame oil, the garlics and everything, it makes it really, really, really nice mixture. So for the time, so let's clean up here and then we can start for roll, uh, spring roll. Okay. For rolling the spring roll, you can have the chopping board. You can use your chopping board under, or you can use the place to I mean like big enough to contain the size of the pantry, and then you can also easy to use drawing here. Uh, Hi everyone. Um, any question? Any question, or you want me to slow down a bit? So for this pantry, it's quite good, quite soft, and it's really easy to peel and also easy to roll. So that's why I choose this version. You can put in this side like this. Or you can use it's a square shape. So take one spoon of tablespoon. It depends on your choice and fold them, put them together. Then gentle, just roll them. Let's wrap them and then roll them. So let's wrap and roll. Because if you want to eat a little bit sweeter, we try to stay away from the sugar for the barbecue meat because the sugar is easy to create the easy burn. So it's another one, two. Okay, another one. How many people can? How many people know how to roll the spring roll? I believe it's super easy. Yes, it's Isabel. It's half a kilo of ground meat in there. Yeah, ground meat and fresh shrimp. Okay, three. So at this side, it's easy for us to deep fry it later. And you always can do a little bit more and put it in the plate and or in the bag to sit later anytime. So now I will try this version. But for this, I found it's quite difficult for you guys. For me, I think it's quite difficult for you guys with this version of rice paper. And to use this rice paper, you need to have 2 layers on it to protect it. It's not broke. So you have to be really careful with this. For this rice paper, we need some water to make the rice paper a little bit soft. You see, it's super easy to broke. So I think I recommend that it's more nicely to eat and more to use this pantry. In Vietnam, we have many different kind of pantry rice paper for the spring roll. But here I just found these 2 versions, which is very common, available in any country. Um, yeah. So the same thing we're adding, and have to wait for the rice paper a little bit soft. Isabel, the meat all raw is all fresh, not cooked yet. Later we will deep fry them together. So for this, when you roll at the end here, for this pantry at the end, you can use a little bit filling here. You stick them, or you can use a little bit water, just dip on your finger and seal them like this. Super easy. Yeah. So now it's soft. We cover them. The same thing, same technique. There you go. Let's see how they come out later. And also this rice paper is my first time to use this kind of rice paper in Porto. for the spring roll. So let's see how that come out. Because every dry paper or every production or every company, every brand is different thing for using this. For this version, it's quite very good for the fast spring roll, but not very good for the deep fried spring roll. So let's do another time. Another one is doing the waiting time for the spring roll to be softened. Yeah. One bag of pantry, you can do 40 spring roll. For this bag of pantry, they have 40 spring roll. So this do one more. Oh, this a little bit more water. Ah. And to eat the way how we eat it is you can eat only deep fried spring roll with salad, or you can also eat with bún. Bún is the noodle, the Vietnamese rice noodle, the soft version which is very common in Vietnamese food. Yeah. So now I will transfer to Mr. Dai to continue and help me. So, and we're going to prepare the barbecue meat. Yeah. So for the barbecue deep fry, I cannot because the camera angle I cannot show you the deep fry machine I have. But it's I mean you can find in Macro or any supermarket. There's air fryer machine, and they have the inside wok is like this. So for me today, I will use this machine to barbecue the meat. You can either put in the stick, the meat, put in the stick, or you just put direct into the wok. So I will put directly in here. And try to pan it out because for this version of barbecue meat that I really like the juiciness of the barbecue meat come out, so we don't waste that. We just use this air fryer machine to barbecue them, and everything, all the ingredients, the taste, the flavor will stay inside the wok. So you can hear the noisiness on the back side of the background. to talk Mr. Đại. What happened? Adding more filling as much as you want. Make it full and nicely. As Henry, my son, he loved the spring roll, but he also loved a lot of filling inside. So, because I like this pantry, let's stick with this and we finish this. I will go with about 10 of them again, and then we can define them. Okay? Anyone follow or anyone cooking me? Is that too fast? Do you want me to slow down? Any question? You know, in terms of ingredients, some people ask that, oh, I don't see the sugar, I don't see the MSG, I don't see the, for example, the chicken powder. It's all up to you. Okay, all the ingredients, the taste, the flavors, is all up to you. It's saltiness or sweet. If you like sweet, you can add in sugar. If you want more salty, you also add in more salt. Or flavors, you can add in more chicken powder or uh, anything that you like. You can add in. Yeah. So the basic, I just show you guys how the basic taste will be look, will be taste, but for the tastiness, it's up to you to decide. Yeah. So this is wrap and roll version. Hi, Mawada, are you still there? Ava still there? Vậy nhưng mà thôi again and prepare for the big one. For the sound today, okay, guys? Any problem? So we put the wok with adding oil. The trick here for to define the spring roll, you need the oil will be level is will be over the spring roll. Yeah. Có ổn, có nghe ổn. Do you hear the noise from the? Did you hear the noise from the air fryer? Here you go. So we heat up the oil. We heat up the oil and then we deep fry the spring roll. You know, spring roll, this is a really common and really famous Vietnamese dish. I believe every Westerner, every tourist coming to our country, to Vietnam, will have a chance to try it. Yeah, in any tour that you take. So it's really a common dish in Vietnam. So let's try the oil. So you need to dip. You need to have a chopstick, the wooden chopstick, put it under the oil. So the oil not really hot yet. You have to wait for a little bit more. The Mr. Dai version of the spring roll. Very nice, eh? This one a bit long. What happened there? Okay, now. Okay, when you put the chocolate into the oil and you see all the bubbles really effectively come up, and that is the oil getting really hot, so you can put the spring roll in. So when you put the spring roll in, please face this side under. You face this side under the joint here to make sure that they not open. Ava still following. Thanks. Thank you. Yes, for this weekend, honestly, I'm not sure we will be have a lot of follower, but I still, as promised, I still get on and online because every 2 weeks we have one lesson for cooking. But I'm sure for next week will be the Easter weekend, so I'm sure everyone will spend time with family, spend time with your loved ones, and yeah, of course, you cannot follow me. I understand, so that's why I make sure this week that we make something before the holiday. Okay? You need to turn them constantly, turn them, otherwise they get burned quickly. So we turn the heat down to number 6 because for the spring roll we need to have the really low heat. Otherwise you can see when I'm talking to you guys I forget and to turn the heat down and it's getting burned now. Yeah. Make sure that it's low heat so that can be the meat inside and the filling inside to be cooked well. You always can turn it up a little bit or down a little bit, and but make sure that will be slow heat that to cook is nicely. Yeah. And don't forget our barbecue meat over there. So you see this barbecue here. I mean, you can find deep fry the air fryer with the time. You can add, you can set the time. But for my one, I don't have time, so I have to set time by my own. And so I have to look at and stop and open and look sometimes. So you can turn it like this, turn it over. You see all the juicy thing is still in here. I know it will be not crispy 100% like the barbecue version with the charcoal, or you can do it in the oven. But for me, eat together with chả giò and bún, I like the barbecue a little bit juicy. So back in again. Đây. But it's just it's quite big and long. I like the soft and it's easy to turn. So for some ingredient, for Vietnamese ingredient for cooking, most of the time I will buy that in supermarket chain, the Chinese shop, but they're selling a lot of different ingredients from Asian country like Thai. You can find Chinese ingredient, you can find Vietnamese ingredient. Um, Yes, I understand, Isabel. You can find some ingredient in your town. It's quite it's really normal because some of the ingredient that I sometimes that I give you guys the ingredient list. I also need to give it a simple way, so easy for you guys to find in any. Like sometimes it's like if I can use something in some ingredient in continent to replace the regional ingredient, I also will recommend to buy there. Hoa, are you online now? Hi. Yes, you come. You can come. But be careful, the police. I see the police everywhere on the streets now. This week, wow, they're very serious for this lockdown week. So better just stay home and watching me cook, teaching, cooking, and then you can share and eat with your family. I want. Want. Everybody want. Look, it's so yummy. Okay? Oh, you can't say no with the spring roll version. Oh, yeah, yeah. Very yummy, very juicy. So we use all the fresh draw meat inside. We draw that with the to make spring roll. And when you deep fry them, you need to turn really low heat. If your stove it cook from the number 1 to number 9, for me, I from number 1 to number 9, I leave the heat at number 6. Yeah, so it's cooked slowly and it's nicely cooked from the inside. And make sure that all the meat inside is cooked well. Mawada, are you making spring roll for Carol? So this is another version. We use the rye paper. It's also nice. The only thing is with the rye paper, you have to wait for a little bit longer. That you need to put water on top the surface of the rye paper and wait for about 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then it's softened, and then you can easy to roll. For this version with this pantry, you don't need to wait because it's a frozen version. It's always wet. Yeah. And now I'm going to prepare to cook some noodle, some bún. So today for the bún version, the rye noodle, I will use this rye noodle. You also can buy from the Chinese shop, supermarket chain. And again, this kind of noodle, they have many different size. I think 3, 4 different size. This is the most small size. Let's see in the pack. What does they call? So this size. So this side they call the chung. Chung is in the end side, so middle side. It's still not smaller yet, but this is the middle side here, the end side. Yeah. So one bag like this, they contain about 2.5 kilograms, and in the supermarket chain, it's about €7 for one bag. And this 2.5 kilograms is quite a lot. And then this bag I eat about 4 or 5 times. Because this version of noodle is always really hot, always hotter than the Vietnamese rye noodle. So when I cook, I put it straight in the water and I don't wait for it boiling. This is cooked like this and it's actually quicker. Just so I will put a little bit oil on. Nothing. You see, this one we not sealed before, so it's a bit open. That's all nearly done. So now we're going to put nước mắm. Chậm vậy ta. Today the Wi-Fi is so slow. I have to, sometimes it makes me stopping and waiting for them. But I know in the other end I look so so strange for just stopping. So for the fish sauce, to eat for the fish sauce to do dressing, to eat with the bun like a salad. We have the recipe from fish sauce in many different ways. Depend on which kind of food that you eat, which kind of dishes that you eat. For me, today I eat with the bun and chả giò and barbecue meat because inside all these dishes, they already have some ingredients and the taste of it. So the way how we prepare this magic sauce, this fish sauce will be more, a little bit more loose. Yeah. For this kind of fish sauce, we use I use half a cup of fish sauce. And then the same thing, half a cup, that means 120, 118 or 220 ml. The same thing, half a cup of sugar. So for the warm water, we use the warm water. 1 cup, sorry. 1 cup of water. We mix it up. The warm water will be easy for the sugar to dissolve. Hoa ơi, đi taxi qua được không? There's one Vietnamese joining our group today. Miss Hoa. Không. So our spring roll is done. I can turn a little bit up for number 7 on the last minute to make it a little bit look a little bit round. So the fish sauce is okay. The sugar is dissolved nicely. We can try. Yeah, and then you can add in a little. You can add in a little garlic and chili, and then you can eat. If you like a little bit sourness taste, you can have 1 spoon of lemon juice. For the right paper, it's somehow in the white version. Cái nào mới? Cái này cũ đúng không? Editing another lot. Bingo is so nice. Mawada, how many spring rolls you can eat? This noodle, this version, this noodle is quite, its cook take a long time to cook. It's not like the Vietnamese noodle. It's take faster. It's softer. So and we're adding garlic. If you like spicy, you can add in chili. See? There you go. So our magic sauce is done. And you can add in 1 spoon of 1 spoon of vinegar or 1 spoon of lemon juice if you like the sourness. A little bit sourness taste. Không bỏ luôn. Wow, you can see a lot of smoky come out. See, it's really crispy. This wasn't a spring roll. And this is the rye paper. That's also okay, but I personally prefer this pantry. It's better. And if you cannot find this pantry, you can use the rye paper. Also okay. I bought this in Chinese supermarket chain. So the barbecue meat It's done. You see, it's not so dry. The barbecue is still, the meat is still very juicy look. It's not so dry. So that's the, you see, no more juicy. All the juice, all the liquid here is absorbed back to the meat, which is, I quite like that way. And the taste of the meat is better. Yeah, there you go. Oh, sorry. No, no, no. No, no. Cái gì? Lấy gì? Từ từ lát mình cứu tiếp. Nhịp. Mày lùi tới. Anyone have any question? Everything okay or not too quick for you? Yeah, so Mr. I just finished another spring roll. Lao cái phần này đi, lao cái phần này cho nó sạch sẽ. Không, đỏ đâu rồi. Để thấy chứ cái mâm này. So let's wait for the noodle to be softened. We can try. Use your finger. It's not too soft yet. Keep cooking a little bit more. So this, look, my magic sauce. I call it magic sauce because it tasted really good. You can eat it with everything. Yummy, yummy. So again, with the MSG, if you guys okay with the MSG, you can add in a little bit in the fish sauce. You can put half of a teaspoon, is a small spoon, half of it in the fish sauce, or you can add in one tablespoon of lemon juice. Yeah, no time. Right. Yeah, no, you're welcome, Isabel. I hope that we can continue do some more class. So for this season, for the spring season, I will focus only on ramen rolls dishes. So today is the spring roll, deep fried spring roll. Next time we will learn how to do fresh spring roll. I hope that next time you can join. So the noodle is almost done. Nó được nhiều nhiều quá, nó chua nó không ngon. Nước mắm này nó bị chua, nước mắm này nó phải là ngọt ngọt. Yummy. Oh, the fish sauce is so yummy. Ok, cái chạm cái rổ đi em, cái rổ, đổ cái mắm nấm vô trong cái thau đi, đưa cái rổ xuống cái bột bột nước đi, nấm đổ. So the noodle is done, so now I will drain them. Yeah, nearly finished. So here you see. So how we now I'm going to prepare how we eat together. Yeah. So you always eat bún with the mixed salad. And put in some barbecue meat. The spring roll, quite crispy. And if you like to have some finesse, you can adding. So here you go. Bún thịt nướng chả giò. As I hope you enjoy and enjoy the spring rolls and the barbecue meat with your bún today. And any question you have, or if you it's too quick or can't follow, you can leave the comment. I will answer you immediately. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for staying online with me. Hope we can see you again for the next session. Yeah. Bye. Enjoy the Easter holiday. Hi. Bye, amigos.